If you ask someone what the best diss of all time is, they might say, hit 'em up, not like us, no Vaseline. But I think the best diss was done by this guy, JG Quintel. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, this guy made Regular Show, aka arguably the best show on Cartoon Network. I might lean towards Adventure Time, but it's up for debate.
We're skeletons. You've got to be really, really quiet.
Get him!
Jake!
I thought it would be funny!
Now, you might be thinking, what diss did he do? Like, how did this guy do a diss better than Kendrick Lamar or Tupac? So, in 2015, Regular Show aired the episode Brilliant Century Duck Crisis Special. It's a bit of a mouthful of a title, but I digress. In this episode, for some reason, there's just like a cassowary in the park. And like Pops is crying. I don't know, he's always crying. This part doesn't really matter. I like cassowaries. I wanted an excuse to mention it. Because like, how many shows are referencing cassowaries? They're like the coolest animal. Then they buy the Carter and Briggs action figures. Which, if you don't know, Carter and Briggs is this in-universe show about, it's like a cop show. And the toys just suck. The action figures, they just like break when they use them. The paint jobs are god-awful. Which one's Carter? I have no idea which one is which. I just tried looking up the names of like which one's Carter, which one's Briggs. I can't find it. I'm convinced that they're one entity and they're just it's named Carter and Briggs. If I watch the episode I can find it. I'm not doing all that, but so the white guy, like his shirt is just painted the same as his skin. He looks like he's shirtless. But these toys suck. They're probably like have lead in them. So then later these like CEO dudes come and want them to sign a contract so they can make toys of Mordecai and Rigby. They have prototypes and they look at them and they're hideous. Like Mordecai's eyes are going two separate ways. Its arm is like falling off. Rigby's like two different shades of brown. He's cross-eyed. His jaw is like a separate piece with like its own hinge and it's like falling apart. It's disgusting. So obviously they say no, but these guys, they stand their ground and then it just turns into a huge fight. It's Regular Show. The baby ducks come. If you know, you know. I don't feel like getting into the lore with the baby ducks. They turn into the giant one. Pops is naked for some reason. Then they like go to the moon. Garrett Bobby Ferguson probably comes back. You gotta mention him. Gotta mention him every video. But they try to fight to the death. That's how bad they don't want to sign this stupid contract. Now you're maybe thinking, like, what does this have to, how is this a diss? What is this dissing? Well, they made this episode because they signed, the creators, I don't know if he actually himself did, but there was like a deal, I assume he had to sign a contract, that they made horrible Regular Show figures in real life. I'll show them on camera. Did I say I'll show them on camera? I'll show them on video. The real ones look worse than the ones in the show. Genuinely atrocious. Mordecai can't stand on his own. Rigby's like huge for some reason. Rigby looks like rotting ground beef. Like he's like the gray color that rotting beef gets. Pops looks stoned for some reason. Fives is like a tiny little see-through piece. Skips actually looks pretty decent. They cooked with Skips and no other character. But yeah, so they made this episode because they're like, these figures suck, we shouldn't have signed this contract. Let's diss these guys and get back at them. Yeah, this episode came out, it's one of the best episodes. I think it's like a half hour long, so watch it if you haven't. This was just a dumb video I wanted to make. Subscribe for more Naked Pops content.